for the good time. My Bible is saying, the good times we've shared together will be treasured forever.
Hi, I'm the daughter of my dad. um, After when we go to school, I eat, and he says, "Did you wash your hands?" And I didn't. His cooking was good. I love the bacon. He's always funny. Um, Basically, when he drops me off, we go to his car, says goodbye. And when he picks me up, sometimes he don't, sometimes he will. um, that's all I have. Okay.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sean. I'm the second son of Zosimo Zangleno, or I'd like to refer to him as my dad. I haven't really seen him for quite a while, but the few times I've been with him, or the few years I've been with him, were actually rather precious. Like, all of you know him as different ways. I haven't known him the way most of you done, but when I do talk with him, it's actually really deep. Sometimes he goes to the back, or sometimes we get some private time together and he meets me in like a secluded room and he just says, "Remember this song?" And now I'm gonna be showing it to you in private. I don't know if he wanted it to be with me or not. He sometimes goes, like, how it goes. He goes, "Do you love me? Do you care?" That's what he always likes to say to me. And if anyone else knows that song, then it's not that much of a secret, but now you all know. And then sometimes he likes to improv it and he goes, "Do you love me? Do you kare?" Almost like kare, the kind of food. And I kind of hope he wished to share that with other people that he cared for as well. So if you heard it, then kudos to you. But other times he goes out of his way to make sure I'm fine. He goes out of the way to pick me up from either school or my other parents' house and spend time with me. Even though he might be busy, like with work or going to a dental office, he always makes sure that he's with me. And then when we're at home, he likes to take me in the back because of his love for basketball and then shoot some hoops with me. I don't know if he lets me win or not, but we played pretty even. Sometimes he beats me, sometimes I do, and he tells me I'm good enough to go against the Pistons or play the Lakers, and I'm proud of that. And sometimes it gets really, really wholesome when he goes to the back and plays his favorite Police song on the electric piano, the one that goes, that I'll be watching you on. I'm not good with titles, but it's like the Every Breath You Take. You don't have to play that song, I don't know the lyrics. But that's the really wholesome part of him that I wish all of you knew the way I knew him. And he's a really hard worker, really caring, and really wholesome when it calls for it. And he did tell me, "Oh, you really have to visit soon, because the next time you meet, you will be sad for me." And I'm like, okay, I'm not sure if he did, but he did say he was a pretty unlucky gambler, but this one, he did win. I'm here, and I do feel somber for him, but we will try to be happy how he has treated me and how he's treated everyone else. So glad to see him again. Thank you. I'm sorry, everyone. I've actually been, it's been 2 weeks and pretty much was grieving right away and then dove into work. And I've been fine until now. But I do want to say what I've prepared. Please just bear with me. Everyone here, thank you. Everyone here has very clear memories of my dad. Because he was the kind of person that just made an impression. And as hard as it is to accept that he's gone, I find solace in knowing his memory will live on so vividly in our minds. He was a complex man, full of life, full of talent, imperfect, but deeply lovable. He lived with his heart wide open, showing every kind of emotion, joy, frustration, laughter, pride, with such intensity that it just made an impression on people. He'll be remembered for his music, his humor, his cooking, especially the steaks. You might even remember him for his good looks. Not necessarily because of how the way he looked, but because of how confidently he insisted he was good looking. And when he laughed, he leaned into you like he wanted to make sure that laughter was always a shared experience. When he played music, even if it was a song he played thousands of times, it was like his fingers were finding the chords for the very first time. He was happiest when people were together, laughing, drinking, eating, and singing. And he was very happiest when he was at the center of it all, cracking the jokes, throwing the high fives, cooking the food, passing the beer, dealing the cards, and playing the songs that got everyone singing. He was always thinking about how to bring joy to other people, constantly putting their happiness before his own. I hope to follow his lead and live my life with that same generosity and selflessness. He died at the casino. He was a notorious gambler, not just because he gambled, but he would just really make the most outrageous bets. I remember him standing in the middle of me and my cousins and just with such conviction saying he'd bet anyone there that LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh would never win a championship. I think he bet $200. So he did spend his whole life chasing a jackpot. And I believe to my core
that had he gotten that jackpot, he would not have been rich. Because he would have given every penny away to make sure everybody that he cared for was taken care of. We'll miss his thoughtfulness, his voice, his laughter, his music, and his steaks, but I wanted to take this time to recognize the thing that he was best at, and that was being a father. The thing I hear from all of you constantly, because you heard from him constantly, is how proud he was of me. And the best part of that is you never had to tell me. I knew, I always knew exactly how proud he was of me, because I felt it. I felt it every day of my life. I never once doubted his love or support. Sometimes we're given the chance to say goodbye to a loved one before they pass. My dear Uncle Sonny, who just passed last summer, lived out his final years in his own terms, surrounded by people who loved him. I had the chance to tell him what he meant to me. My dad's story ended differently. Not more or less sad, but unexpected. I didn't have a chance to say goodbye, but I did get one final cherished moment with him that I'll carry forever. About a week before he died, I called him on video, and I had my son, Zivan, with me at home. It was just a quick call to say hello, a short chat, and he beamed when he saw Zivan. He greeted him about 20 times, just saying, hello, hi Zivan, hello, hi Zivan, just beaming the whole time. And he did all that while he was cooking for Hillary, who just got home from school. That call, that's how I'll remember him in his element. A great father, a joyful grandfather, surrounded by family, making food, and making people feel loved. Thank you all for being here with us, and please take this time to say your farewells. And I know we'll keep talking and sharing his memories and stories of our lives. But please welcome. I welcome you all to say your goodbyes to my dad. Thank you. Mm-hmm.